Hello my loves, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I am Amira. This is Monachopsis Soul Healing. This is going to be a weekly message for Aries. Okay, so wherever you have Aries in your chart, it may very well resonate. Keep in mind that every reading is not going to be for everybody, nor will it resonate in the same way. Okay, thank you guys so much for showing up. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, be mindful, personal readings are on sale throughout this month for 50% off. Okay, but yeah, let's just see what we get here. Okay, I'm gonna start with some oracles, get the energy flowing. Okay, so what do you have for Aries, please, this week? What do you have for Aries? This is actually a new deck that I'm using. Let's call it Seasons of the Witch Oracle. What do you have for Aries, please? Alright, so we have Poinsettia. Show you guys the card. Cast the shadows, scream silence at them, dear witch. What lurks inside transforms into the most beautiful of beauty. And bottom of the deck, darkest hour, there in the void of thy darkness swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. So Aries, this is sort of speaking about bringing things to the light, if you will. Okay, in the deck, the authors talk about how poinsettias have to spend time in darkness in order to actually get their color, their vibrancy. And so there's something here about this. Maybe some, also number 27, which is a 9, okay? The 9s are about closure, getting to a place of completion. This also has to do with self, so definitely have somebody here who is maybe not fully exposing themselves, not necessarily in a negative way, just going through a dark time, but it not being revealed. But there's something about that darkness that brings about beauty, that brings about clarity, that brings about healing even. Okay, yeah. Then we have River of Blessings, releasing constraints, number 17, which is an 8. Okay, the 8s are about, oh, that's not a 17, it's a 47. Okay, so that reduces to a 3, which is about the 3s speak about growth, advancement, that sort of thing. Oops, dropping things. Hold on. All right, so let's get into the tarot and see what we get. I feel like there's some kind of blessing here, right? That maybe isn't not quite yet realized, okay? Not quite yet realized. We may have somebody here who's going through an awakening of some sort, specifically a spiritual awakening. I keep thinking about the Three of Pentacles. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. It's about working together with another individual, collaborating, coming to some kind of agreement. But it also speaks about working with the working with spirit, okay, to create something. So we have the Knight of Cups in the reversal and the Five of Swords in the reverse. So the Knight of Cups in the reversal is someone with unrealistic expectations. This is someone who is typically jealous, can't manage their emotions properly or in a healthy way, can't express their emotions. This is also someone who is not looking for love, right? Knight of Cups in the reverse. And the Five of Swords in the reverse. This could be the end of, it could be, but it could also be exposure. There's some kind of exposure here with the Five of Swords in the reverse. But I feel like it's not being expressed properly or in a healthy way or in a mature way, if you will. Page of Cups is also in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. That's bad news. I mean, there could be unrequited love here, even within a partnership or relationship, or even feelings of abandonment, right? This week for you guys, it seems like it has a lot to do with oneself, okay? But the Five of Swords in the reverse, so like I said, it could be the end of conflict. It could be the end of games, the end of this jealousy, especially with this Knight of Cups in the reverse showing up prior to. So something's coming to an end. Maybe one's own internal feelings of jealousy, of wanting to cause some kind of fight, maybe some anger, some kind of conflict, right? The Five of Swords is not a great energy. It's someone who won't give up until they get what it is that they want or they feel they deserve. Maybe it's the end of some kind of trial. Okay, Five of Swords is typically a difficult conversation, discussion, maybe between multiple people or just two people. It could represent divorce proceedings and things of that nature, but I feel like it's coming to an end, okay, where someone has maybe had misplaced emotions or ill intentions, right? The Knight of Cups in reverse is someone who has worn their heart on their sleeve and has ultimately been crushed. Okay, has ultimately been crushed because their expectations were so high. This is also a very emotional energy. Five of Swords is emotions. Knight of Cups is emotions as well. They're both showing up in the reverse. And so there's some kind of low vibrational energy here. But again, with the poinsettia card, it's like from this low vibration, something beautiful is birthed. Okay, what else do you have for Aries? There's clearly been some kind of difficult time, right? Maybe some kind of difficult discussion or evaluation of facts. That essentially is what the Five of Swords is. Okay, facts going across the table between multiple people and everybody wants to win. What else do you have for Aries? There's some kind of release of constraint where someone has felt restricted in this situation. Knight of Cups in the reverse is someone who doesn't make the best decisions. They don't. Literally in one of my decks, and I'll never forget it, and I always go back to it it's actually in the Hoodoo Tarot. They describe the Knight of Cups as downright dumb. Okay. They do. Because he doesn't make the best decisions. He, she. It's about the energy. This is someone who perhaps didn't make the best decisions because they wanted something so badly, or they wanted to be right so badly, right? I want to be right so badly. I want you to take my side so badly. I want you to hear me out so badly. I need revenge so badly, and so I'll do anything. But I feel like this is coming to an end. Okay, then we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is defense, is protecting oneself. This is someone who is standing their ground, standing up for themselves. We definitely have somebody here who's beginning to stand up for themselves. The sevens are about faith, inner awareness, spirituality. So where someone's spirit maybe has been low from this difficult time, I feel like they're beginning to say things, beginning to do things, beginning to build a barrier and a necessary boundary here where perhaps there haven't been any. Okay, the Knight of Cups isn't someone who really acts in the energy of, oh, this person has boundaries, I can only go but so far. Even the Five of Swords, okay, there are no boundaries within this situation. This is someone who will hurt anyone at all costs because they want so badly to win. They want so badly to be right. But I feel like someone is beginning to set boundaries within some kind of situation, maybe even setting a boundary with themselves to not act out in this way. The Seven of Wands. It's restriction. That is restriction. Okay. There's some kind of restriction here. Seven of Wands is defending. This is someone who has already been victorious, who has already received some kind of recognition, had support, and so they're defending what they've already received, right? This is someone who won't give up. Someone who won't give up. Okay. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups in reverse. Someone who won't give up. There's some kind of competition here. There's some kind of competition here. Again, this could be going on internally or with another person, but there's definitely some kind of competitive energy. That's what the Seven of Wands is, but it's like, it's typically something that's coming back around, right? What's this Knight of Cups in the reverse? I feel like there's a lot of jealousy here, okay? Maybe even ego. Not maybe, there's definitely ego. So we have the Fool. The Fool card is a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. This is someone who took some kind of risk. Maybe there's regret for some kind of risk, or maybe someone is feeling foolish now. But I feel like this is moving forward, right? This is moving forward. Maybe somebody's turning their back on love or relationship or connection. Again, the Knight of Cups in the reversal is someone who's not looking for love. But it's also someone who doesn't have great intentions, or someone who's not really in touch with their intuition, not really emotionally mature, if you will. So maybe this is someone who leapt before they looked, right? But the Fool card is a new opportunity. It's a brand new beginning. This is leaving it all behind. It's exploring something new. So I feel like we have somebody here who thought they had a huge opportunity to do something. And again, the Knight of Cups is someone who has unrealistic expectations. Even the Fool card shows up as an immature energy because it is the start of something new. So this is someone who maybe was really excited about something, was really hopeful about something, excited to leave something in the past, but there is some kind of exposure here. There is, with the Five of Swords in the reverse. So perhaps there's been some kind of obstacle, right, where someone has had to defend themselves after they've gone into some new journey. The Knight of Cups in the reversal is sadness. Ultimately, this is someone whose feelings are hurt. And so maybe they've acted out in some way that isn't really the best, didn't really paint them in the best light. But there is some kind of blessing at the end of this. There's some kind of blessing at the end of this that I feel like maybe someone does not see or did not see. It's ultimately those difficult situations that we have to go through and learn from, where we do come out on the other side more mature, where we come out on the other side with a lot more wisdom. Okay, the Fool card is some kind of risk. There's some kind of risk here that was taken, or maybe that someone is going to be taken, but there's unrealistic expectations attached to it. All right, Five of Swords in the reversal. What's this Five of Swords in the reverse? We definitely could have someone who went on a new journey of healing, maybe trying to heal their emotional space from some kind of hurt. Okay, from some kind of disappointment, from as it pertains to their emotional space. But there's some kind of exposure here with the Five of Swords in the reverse. We may have someone here who was not expecting to be hurt this way, or not expecting some kind of conflict. What is this Five of Swords? Okay, what's this Five of Swords in the reverse, please, for Aries? There's definitely some jealousy here. I keep saying it over and over again. I don't even realize until it comes out of my mouth, but it needs to continue to come out for some reason. Okay, Knight of Cups in the reversal, Five of Swords in the reverse, both jealous energies. And even as we move into this Seven of Wands, it's like I have to defend what I've already obtained. I have to defend what was already owed to me. This is somebody who received a promotion, who received recognition. It's like I already went through the competition. I already defeated the battle. I already beat all these people out. I already went through this drama, but it's coming back up again. Okay, it's coming back up again. Why does this keep happening? The Empress. So the Empress is the birth of a new life. Interesting. And we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is the end. So with the ending, we have a new beginning. The Empress is unconditional love. This is someone who knows and understands her value. We may have a mother here who is defending herself, defending her children, or standing in her power. We definitely have somebody here who is standing in their power with the Seven of Wands and the Empress. The Empress is someone who understands her value, who nurtures things into existence. We absolutely have a new beginning here. I feel like someone is trying to I want to say procreate, okay, a new beginning for themselves, but it seems like there's obstacle after obstacle, or maybe their past is coming back to haunt them. But the Empress is someone who treats things delicately, who treats people delicately. This is a protector. This is someone who's wanting to protect either themselves, their children, their surroundings, maybe even their home, okay. This is an energy of someone who is, it's a feminine, okay? Feminine energy of someone who is successful. This is success, it's abundance, it's nurturing something into existence. But I feel like this Empress is having to defend herself, maybe avoiding a discussion that someone wants to have about the past, or because the Five of Swords in the reversal is essentially someone who is trying to move on, or trying to find some sense of peace, but there's an obstacle here. But I feel like this is coming to an end. I mean, maybe it's this Empress who has learned her value, who has understood that she doesn't need to be in this Knight of Cups energy, that she doesn't need to be jealous, that she doesn't need to fight with someone, that she doesn't need to argue all the time. That's not what the Empress does. And so this is somebody who knows their value, knows their purpose, who nurtures things into existence by way of her energy. But the Empress is also all about timing, okay? There's something about timing here. The Empress is somebody who has to go through things, again, with this poinsettia card, okay, and the River of Blessings. This is someone who has to go through things, who has to go through those dark times in order to understand who she is and what she's capable of, what she has to offer to another individual, to the world at large, to her children, to her family. Okay, this is someone who has to go through that dark time in order to come out this big, beautiful blessing of an individual. Okay, so we definitely have somebody here who's going through difficulty, right? Maybe having to end something. Maybe there's been some kind of ending. There's clearly been some kind of ending, okay? With endings, though, come new beginnings. What's the Seven of Wands for Aries? Tell me about the Seven of Wands. What's the Seven of Wands? Empress represents unconditional love. It is unconditional love. It's also self-love. All right. Maybe this is someone who is realizing that it's time to heal, realizing that it's time to fight, or time to fight. Interesting. I wasn't going to say that, but that's the words that wanted to come out. Time to fight. Maybe she's standing up for herself, right? With the Seven of Wands. Someone who's standing up for herself and choosing to end this battle, choosing to move forward. There's a huge opportunity here that I feel like someone is seizing. Okay, a huge opportunity for growth, an opportunity to explore something new. This is also someone who is learning a significant lesson. What's the Seven of Wands? Interesting. Empress is an energy of someone who does not engage with nonsense, shenanigans, and people who are less than mature. Two of Cups. So we definitely have a relationship here. The Ten of Swords is still at the bottom of the deck. But the Two of Cups is a relationship where there are mutual values, shared values, mutual attraction. There's a soulmate, right? This is a soulmate connection where there's trust, good communication. Two people who see eye to eye, may not look the same, but they are connected in some way, okay? There's some kind of relationship here. And the Two of Cups also represents a choice, right? This is about a choice in a relationship, a choice in love, a choice, do I align with this thing or do I not? But I feel like she's protecting somebody here. Okay, there's some kind of protection or defending a relationship. Maybe, maybe just this could also be representing a relationship with you and your higher self here. Okay, but this is someone who is setting a boundary. There's some kind of boundary that's necessary in order to, maybe this is someone who is protecting their child even, right? Because the Empress brings birth. Okay, the Empress, it represents the birth of a new life. So this is someone who is deciding that it's important to set some kind of barrier, set some kind of boundary, so that there can be the birth of a new life with this poinsettia card. Okay, there's something that's being nurtured. Okay, there's something that right now is being nurtured or has been nurtured. It's been a dark time, it's been a difficult time, maybe full of conflict, full of jealousy, full of people who could not express their emotions properly, or had ill intent, or maybe a one-sided love kind of situation. But the Empress is someone who represents self-love, self-care, and loves those around them who reciprocate in an equal manner. And so I think because of that, this is someone who is realizing a new opportunity to love herself and love that thing or that person, that baby, that child, that project, okay, whatever it is that she's trying to create, because this is about creating new life. And I feel like whomever this is setting a necessary boundary to protect this this relationship, whether it be the relationship with herself or the relationship that she has with another person. Okay, so that there can be this beautiful birth of something new. There's a blessing at the end of this, and a restraint is being, or a constraint, is being released. Okay, where there's been anger, where there's been jealousy, where there's been manipulation, where there's been ego, I feel like this is someone who is breaking free. All right, any final messages here for Aries as they move through the week? Final messages. Guys, don't forget to like this video if something resonates with you. Comment down below and subscribe. Final messages for Aries as they move through the week, please. I feel like this is someone who's protecting their child. I just heard that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, or maybe some kind of family situation where I just feel like there's been a lot of harsh words, all right, with the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords in the reverse. So there's been a lot of harsh words, but I feel like this is someone who's finally standing up for themselves and setting a necessary boundary. Yeah, family situation. Ten of Coins at the bottom of the deck. There's some kind of family situation involved here, or the Empress is protecting her empire, right? The Empress and the Emperor both protected. It's their empire. This is someone who has to protect something. Okay, it's her job. It's her job. But it's someone who's realizing that she has the power to do so. Final message is the Seven of Swords here. Okay. The Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing, thievery. This is no good intentions. This is, what's done in the dark, right? It's totally giving me moon card vibes. I feel like there's something here that someone maybe didn't see initially, or isn't realizing initially, but because the Seven of Swords can represent avoidance, there is some avoidance here, or someone who maybe is beginning to plan their escape in a certain situation. Again, another seven, though, this is speaking about faith. I feel like someone is beginning to learn that they have the faculties, the mental faculties to get out of a situation, or to protect themselves, or to set a certain boundary to get away. Okay, again, this is someone who is trying to move forward, trying to transition into a place of peace, okay, where they can begin to trust where they're being led and start to plan for what is to come next. Okay, the Seven of Swords is strategizing. So this is someone who is strategizing how they can move forward. Maybe that's going to be your theme for the week here. Okay, going into a place of strategy, a place of what's coming next for me. How can I continue to avoid something? This could also be someone who has been avoiding, but there is exposure here. There's some kind of exposure here. Whatever has been in the dark, I feel like it's coming to the light, whether that be what the Empress has been protecting or what someone else has been protecting as far as the truth. Okay, there's definitely exposure here. All right, Aries, I hope that you enjoyed your time here. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, guys, don't forget to like this video, share the love, and subscribe. Okay, I'll see you next time for the next one.